Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is D, and today's tarot card of the day out of the Wildwood Tarot deck is the Forest Lovers. And this came up 4 days ago, and we were talking about love for one another, and it's still the same meaning. And I think today, when I meditated on this card, it's remember to love yourself as well. We both have. Everybody has a feminine and a masculine qualities to them. Some are, more dominant than others. Okay, but it's a balance that this card is trying to help you discern. A balance in the relationships, and balance in the relationships with nature, balance in the relationships of your co-workers, balance of the relationship of home and work, balance in your relationships of your significant other, with your family members, with those that live with you, and that includes the animals. Having a balance with them as well, having a love for them as well. Okay, and one of the meditations that I go through, it starts off with putting a bubble around yourself, and then a bubble within your home, and then a bubble within your community. And if you think about that, if you put that bubble in your community, the community in your bubble, love everybody that's in your community. Maybe it's just in your neighborhood. Maybe start with your neighborhood first, and then expand that love out to to your community, and then maybe expand it out to the district or the county you're in. Okay, and then let's expand it out to the state. Love everybody that's in your state. The good, the rich, the bad, the poor, the homeless, the non-homeless, those that are hurting and those that are well, as well as all the living creatures, within that state. And then once you do it to the state, and then you go ahead or a province, wherever you're at, and, then you expand it out to your country. And, the United States is in need of a lot of love, and I'm sure most countries are in that, with everything going on with COVID right now, and political aspirations, and, whatnot, and just, what's going on within our world today. We need love. We need to share that love, to seek out that emotional richness and harmony, to provide a positive spiritual force, within. And, once you go through your state and your country, then expand it out to your hemisphere, to the world, and then take it out to the universe. And just as I'm saying this, I can see what the astronauts see looking down, and just seeing the Earth, the Earth in its globe and its waters, and the clouds. And never been there, only saw pictures of it. But you know what? If I can expand my bubble out that far to the universe and put the Earth in there, then I can shed love to everybody that's out there. And sometimes that's easy, sometimes it's not so easy, based on our emotional relationship that's going on, that emotional balance that we have. But if you can connect to the universe and know that the universe is love, God is love, and even your spirit guides, they guide you in the manner of love, through dreams and whispers, insights. Your spirits are always with you, looking out over you, looking, with what's happening. But, to have this come up, twice within a week is important too, because it just emphasizes that, love is the greatest energy that's out there, in my opinion. The cords of love that bind people, just like the bindings on these two wrists, they're binding themselves to each other. That's how strong their love is for each other. And those that have that love in their life, they know that. Sometimes we lose sight of the fact that it's complacency, that you don't realize that you truly do love somebody until you miss them. All right, but once you figure that out, it helps to understand that. Okay, it helps a healing process. It helps understanding, that life continues to bloom, when there's love. And, for me, it makes the day go by, that much better. All right. And, there's no hurt in that. There's no greed. There's no malice. It's all based on love. And, in my job that I do, I work with another person, and when he's not there, I pick up the slack. And, it's a duty that I have to do, but you know what? I don't mind doing it because I do it in the spirit of love, because, he would do the same, I would do the same for him, and he's going to do the same for me. So, it's that interchange of energy and passion, and, that helps with the willpower and the respect that we gather with our loved ones and with our pets and, with others, that we cherish. And, the biggest thing is for me, when I saw this card again this morning, I look within, do I love myself? And, I asked myself that question, yeah, I love myself today, because, I'm, there's a job that I had to do. I did it, and I did it to the best of my ability. And, that was required of me, and I got a lot of stuff done. Okay. My day went by pretty quick. And, when you have that love for your job, when you have that love for somebody else, okay, there's energy flowing. You may not even know it, okay, but, the cords of energy, the cords of love that, come to you, whether it's through spiritual healing or, whatever, that's what helps us get through the day, okay, and that's what gives us a respect with others, and if you embrace that, whether you're male or female, or, the light side or the dark side, if you can embrace that, you're truly whole, and that process allows the natural flow of all the seasons. We're in the season of summer right now, all right, and, the process of being in hot weather, it's a process, because guess what? In another few months, I wish this hot weather was here, all right, instead of cold weather. I'd rather have it be warm than cold. But, it is what it is. That's what summer's all about. Even with genders, if we find balance with our personality and other personalities, those relationships can grow and can move on. And, if we treat each other with respect and with love, we can find that balance in our relationships, in our social activities, within our friends, within our parenting, within our, love for, sisters and brothers, familiar, family love and things of that nature. But like I said, to truly love, you must truly be whole. And to truly be whole, you have to look within. You have to look at your own heart. Okay? And you have to ask yourself those hard questions sometimes. And every individual personality is different. Some polarities are good, some polarities are bad every day, moment to moment. It's just a matter of, finding out, how to read that person this day or not. And, this is a universal gift that everybody has. And, if everybody focuses on the love, on what's out there, even if it's just like I said the other day, just a smile or a helping hand or, something to help somebody get through the day, we can find that inner harmony and that healing within. Okay. And, as I look at the cards again, for the last 7 days, we found that joy, we're finding that joy and that love within our skill set. We have to endure with the love, as much as possible. Because if you love what you're doing, you're going to endure it. You're going to find safety in it. You're going to find sanctuary in that love, whether it's, going back and reading the Bible or, going back and, reading whatever. Okay, something that gives you peace of mind. Maybe going back to your sacred temple, to find that love, talking with your masters and your guides, your ancestors. All right, that's a good place to start as well. And you maybe don't have to go to your temple. Maybe you can just look up at the moon and just, soak in some of that energy as well. Then you got the Queen of Vessels. She's very nurturing, okay, and she's got love for you, Okay, she wants, to show you that love through expansion, as she climbs up that waterfall. She's doing that out of the spirit of love, to go move on. And then you have the Page of Stones coming through too, looking for that message. And, and that message is actually pointing back to the Queen, and the Queen's pointing back to the Endurance. All right, so, if you can love yourself and just let go of all the other stuff that's going inside, give yourself a big hug. In this day of COVID, they don't want you to hug people, because you might pass on the disease or the virus, whatever they want to call it. Hug yourself. Give yourself some love. Listen to what that Queen of Vessels has for you, that emotional balance, that psychic balance. Listen for that message from the Page, as you move forward, okay, in the spirit of love. So as you meditate on this card, look at your day tomorrow, or day to day, depending on when you watch this. See if you can find love within it. See if you can wake up and just say, you know what? I love you. Say that out loud. I love you, D. I love you too, man. How are you doing? It sounds corny. But say it out loud. Let the universe hear it. Scream it out loud. Just like they do in the movies in the airports. So this is D for the Spirit's Path. Leave your comments down below. Hit that like button for me. Subscribe and to the channel, and all that good stuff. And we'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care. God bless, and stay safe, everybody.